Welcome to Season 2 of Cue the Reel, Manifestation to Get Unstuck. This is the Stuck Library. Here, you pull down one episode at a time, open it, breathe into it, and learn how to turn the page in your own life. Because every stuck story can be rewritten. I'm Lindsay Brand, and this is where you learn to manifest what's next. Hey friends, we're deep into December and the calendar is telling us the year is ending. But time is more like a spiral. Every end is just the start of the next part. Think of it like the moon. We call it a new moon, a full moon, a waning phase, but the moon never actually ends. It just cycles, gathers light, releases, and begins again. Your manifestations move the same way. What feels quiet now is simply gathering energy for the next turn of the spiral. So today, we honor that flow with the powerful end-of-year manifestation audit. This is perfect for right now or any time you feel like it's time to look back on your journey. We're going to celebrate, release, and anchor into the momentum you've already built, stepping forward more magnetic than ever and fully open to what's unfolding. Let's cue the reel. Let's start with the foundation of this entire audit. Celebration. Aligned actions are the proof that you've been building your manifestations all year, brick by brick, even when the full picture wasn't visible yet. Here are 3 powerful questions to reflect on. I'll share some real-life examples to spark your own memories too. First question. What inner work did you commit to this year? These are the deep rewires that changed everything from the inside. Maybe you finally started therapy and unpacked those old relationship patterns that kept repeating. You dove into books that shifted your money mindset and helped you get out of scarcity for good. And one I've done personally this year, you chose rest over burnout and started treating self-love like the non-negotiable it is. Stop for a second and really let this hit. You did the kind of work most people spend a lifetime avoiding. It's time to celebrate that. Second question, what brave steps did you take toward your desires? These are the leaps that stretched you. Maybe you updated your resume and actually applied for that role that felt out of reach. You got back on dating apps, showed up for the dates, and stayed open after getting ghosted a couple times. You asked for the raise, invested in that course or stock, booked the flight to the city you've been dreaming about, or finally moved. Think about it. Every one of those steps was you choosing expansion over staying small. What are those things for you? Last question. What quiet devotion did you offer consistently? This is the everyday magic nobody else sees. Maybe you played affirmations on your drive or while working out. You visualized your ideal partner on evening walks and let yourself feel it for real. You tracked every unexpected dollar that came in and celebrated it as evidence. Here's the analogy that always gets me back into the perspective I need. Picture yourself as a sculptor standing in front of a massive block of marble. Inside that rough stone is your masterpiece. The love, the career, the freedom, the life you've been calling in. You don't just stare at it every day demanding, why isn't the thing finished yet? You pick up the chisel and you chip away with intention, day after day. Some strikes remove huge chunks and others just smooth an edge. But you trust the vision. You show up. You keep refining. The form emerges because every deliberate strike revealed more of what was already there. Your aligned actions this year were you chiseling away piece by piece. The masterpiece is already taking shape, even if the final details are still hidden in the stone. I want you to take a moment here and really sit with everything you've done to move closer to what you desire. It can be hard to remember everything that you've done when you're staring at the outcome that isn't here yet. Remembering can help you continue your momentum on those hard days or when your vibration feels lower. Love yourself for what you have accomplished and accept where you are now. If you're feeling that self-love and pride swelling up right now, screenshot this episode and send it to one friend who's been hard on themselves this year. It could be exactly what they need. Next, we're going to release anything that's still clouding your vision. You're feeling all that power now, the real depth of everything you've poured into this year. Now we slip into the easiest part. Release, an exhale of anything that's been tightening the flow of your manifestations. The one thing that keeps most of us looping around goals that haven't shown up yet is clinging to the exact way it's supposed to look or happen. So here's one question I want you to take away and play with in your journal or your mind. Where am I still holding on to a specific how, who, or when instead of trusting the feeling I'm actually craving? Maybe it's that one job or company you've had tunnel vision on, or maybe it's seeing only one person as the partner, or picturing the money coming from one exact source in one exact amount by a certain deadline. That type of grip can shut down routes that would feel way better for those manifestations to come. You're essentially telling the universe, I only want this thing in one single way, when the universe knows better and is going to give you what you want and need at the exact time that it's right and in the best way. It's like closing a bunch of roads and asking someone to come to your house, and they're like, you can only take this one route. Why wouldn't you open all of the roads so that they can decide which is the most efficient to get to you? Here's the reframe of all of this that I want you to chew on. Loosening the details isn't lowering your standards. It's raising your trust in the universe. Now, let's wrap up this audit by setting some fresh visions that feel delicious and totally doable. I'm really excited for this part. From this lighter, wider space that we're in now, that we've celebrated and released things that are holding us back, let's turn all this energy toward what's next in the most natural way possible. I want to be clear here in that we are not making a massive new vision board or forcing big resolutions. We're just planting one clear seed with one clear question. What one or two aligned actions feel exciting and natural to commit to right now? Not the shoulds, not the 10-step strategy, just the one or two things that genuinely light you up when you think about doing them. Like reaching out to new connections if you're calling in love or opportunities, moving your body in a way that feels fun, or carving out quiet time for the project that's been calling to you in the back of your mind. Maybe even setting that boundary you've been avoiding. Once you decide what that is for you, trust that those actions are already pulling everything else toward you. I'm really excited for what's to come for you all in this new quote-unquote year. You just moved through something really powerful. You honored your real effort, released things that were holding you back, and chose your next steps from excitement instead of pressure. I'm incredibly proud of you for being here and doing this. Your manifestations are on their way. Believe that. Until next time.